What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk you through this photo of Liam Harrison, Mosab Amrani, and myself. There's a good story behind this, and sometimes it's fun sharing the behind the scenes stories that don't get shared to the average fight fan. So stick around guys, I'm going to roll the intro and then we will get to story time. Alright, this photo was taken in 2013 at the end of the 8-man tournament in Japan, where myself, Liam Harrison, Mosab Amrani, a couple Japanese fighters, Yuta Kubo, Masaki Nori, there were some other guys in the tournament. 8 of us all faced off. Yuta Kubo coming out in first place, Masaki Nori second place, Mosab Amrani and myself in third place. And then after the fight, we went backstage and the 3 of us just met up, a couple of the guys who can actually speak English and talk to each other. We were just chatting away. Now at this point, I had not faced Mosab Amrani, and both Japanese fighters were at number 1 and number 2 positions in the world at the featherweight kickboxing division. Now, the interesting part of this story, well, there's a couple of them. Number 1, I always figured that I was going to end up facing off against Liam Harrison. It just seemed like it was inevitable. Something very similar to me and Kevin Ross. I've been watching Kevin Ross for a long time. I knew at some point it would happen. I figured the same thing with Liam Harrison, especially once we both ended up in Glory. But unfortunately, Liam only had a couple fights in Glory and then moved on. I believe Mosab Amrani defeated Liam Harrison before this photo was taken, and then Liam had another fight that night, ended up losing. So he moved on from Glory, and we've never ended up in the same promotion. Who knows? Maybe at some point it'll still happen. But the interesting part of this story is Mosab Amrani and I. We went backstage, we took this photo, we're having a little chat. Mosab looks me in the eye and he goes, "Next year, you and I are making it to the finals." Because in this year, both of us had ended up losing to the Japanese fighters. So he made a little prediction that next year the 2 of us would meet. Now, the way it ended up playing out was a little different. We did end up meeting just down the road, but I ended up winning a 4-man tournament to get my spot in a title shot, and Mosab Amrani ended up defeating the number 1 fighter, Yuta Kubo, to take over and get a title shot as well. So his prediction kind of came true, which was interesting. He sat there, he looked me in the eye, he said, "Next year, it's going to be you and me." And at the time, I didn't really think too much of it because realistically, there's, 10, 15 guys in that roster. The chance that him and I are going to end up fighting one another was very slim, but it was just interesting how it ended up playing out that way, and he was correct. The 2 of us did end up meeting. It was nice getting to shake his hand beforehand, just go, man, Mosab Amrani, he looks scary when he's on TV, when he's fighting. He's definitely an intimidating guy. When you meet him in person, just very relaxed, very soft-spoken, very soft handshake, just a chill, nice guy. I don't think knowing that helped me in any way when I fought him, because I ended up going back and watching so much of his fight footage over and over. I was almost obsessive about how much I made myself watch it. I don't enjoy it, but I made myself watch it, so I got very familiar with his style. And yes, even though I said in person, very likable, very sort of mellow guy, in the ring, the exact opposite. So I knew going in that I was fighting a monster. But this is just a story I wanted to share with you guys. Fast episode today, just something you probably didn't know. Mosab predicting that we would end up facing off in the next year. He saw both of us in the semifinals. He must have gone, okay, Gabriel has a good chance of making it to the finals next year. And he must have had in his mind that I'm coming for that title. That title shot is mine. So interesting story, guys. Just one I wanted to share with you. If you guys enjoy these behind the scenes stories, let me know in the comments below so I can share more with you. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you have not already, please join the channel and get subscribed. As always, guys, train hard. I'll see you back here soon for another video.